So near, but yet so far. Oh my gosh. Greetings, my sports to the bone family. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for tuning in. So we're just going to do a quick recap of the scorecard. West Indies and New Zealand doing battle in the second T20 game earlier today. West Indies losing the game by 3 runs. So New Zealand leveling the series. I tell you, I got a chance to see a good bit of it, especially our bowling. But, I wasn't able to go the entire game. But let's just talk a little bit because, we bowled first. Shea Hope won the toss, decided that he wanted us to have a bowl. We bowled first and we restricted New Zealand for 207 for 5. Yes, 207 for 5. I mean, after about 10, 11 over, there about 19 overs, I was saying to myself that, the bowlers are doing pretty well. New Zealand had wickets in hand, yes, but we were keeping it tight. Matthew Ford bowled 4 overs on the trot, which I must say ended up being a good call by Shea Hope because I think it was the beginning of his 4th over that he got rid of Devon Conway. He was troubling him right through from the first over, right? He was troubling him. Conway wasn't sure, and he got rid of him similarly to how he did in the first game. So I have to say good captaincy there because not very often you see a seamer bowling 4 overs up front, especially starting in the power play. So, kudos to Shea Hope for being brave and doing that. I mean, it was obvious that Ford was troubling, especially Conway. He wasn't giving away too many, and he was successful in that. And I mean, I think it was the first game, the latter stages when he came back onto bowl. It didn't go so well. So Shea Hope utilized him and got rid of him. Got him out of the way. So 207 for 5 ended up being way more than I thought we were going to get them for. As I said, at the end of over number, I think the momentum shift right at the beginning or right at Romari Shepherd's 3rd over. I think that's where the momentum really shift. I think that was probably about over 10, 11, somewhere there about. But that's where I feel the momentum really shift, my viewers and subscribers, because I think it was about 23 or 24 runs that came out of that over. I mean, when you're keeping it tight as a bowling group up to over 9, 10, and batsmen are going to look for a bowler to target. And obviously Romari Shepherd was the one that they went after. Unfortunately, he sort of made it a little bit easier for them. The line, some of the lengths that he was bowling in that particular over wasn't the best, right? So I felt the momentum swinging then when I was watching it, right? In terms of the batting for them, Tim Robinson, he started at the top there, and he really went at the bowling. He ended up getting 39 for 25 before he was bowled by Romari Shepherd. Prior to him getting out, though, I already mentioned Devon Conway, who was removed by Matthew Ford. Ravindra, he made 11. Mark Chapman, he was the man that stayed there, and he really and truly gave us a fine whooping, right? He made 78 from 28 with 6 fours and 7 sixes. Mitchell got 28. And Satna, similarly to what he did in the first game, coming in with some runs at the back end, he got 18 from 8 with 2 sixes. Now, bowling for us, Jaden Seals, he ended up bowling 4 overs for 61. Yes, 4 overs for 61. I mean, he started off okay, but when he came back, my people, he wasn't spared. He wasn't spared at all. 4 overs for 61. Really, really tough. We have to find better ways to really, handle this, right? Matthew Ford, he was excellent. 4 overs, 17 runs, 1 wicket. Jason Hola, 1 for 34 from 4. Romari Shepherd ended up with 1 for 38 from 3. He didn't bowl again after what happened in that 3rd over that I spoke about. Ruston Chase, 2 for 33, contributing his usual overs, 4 overs, right? Akil Hussain, his 1 over went. Right, 1 over 23 runs. And that is basically how the bowling went for us, my people. So we started off well in terms of, I would say, maybe the first probably 9-10 overs. But, as I said, that the momentum really shift when Sheppy came in for his third. So New Zealand, they ended up, doing pretty well there. Now, just taking a look at our batting, we ended up getting 204 for 8. So we batted out the 20 overs and we got over 200. Just wasn't enough. We needed 3 more. Brandon King and Arthanes open. Alec Arthanes, he got 33 from 25, 2 fours and 3 sixes. Brandon King, the struggle continues. He didn't score. 3 bars, didn't score. I don't know what else to say, my viewers and subscribers, because I don't know why the captain and the coach them. I don't know why them don't take him out of the firing line, but I guess they went with the thing that they said, boy, they don't change a winning team. They won the first game, so they decided to keep it. But I have to look at what has been happening over the last few games, and I personally don't think that that's the smartest idea to have him up there. Shea Hope made 24 from 26, so he didn't bat deep, he didn't get a half century, and we see what happened. I mean, the other guys chipped in to get us over 200, but Shea Hope got 24. Akeem Ogis made 7, Jason Holler 16, Ravman Powell, Mr. Consistent is what we can call him of recent. He got 45 from 16. 45 from 16, 6 sixes and 1 4. Unfortunately for us, he was removed by Kyle Jamieson, so he couldn't further dent the score. Raston Chase made 6 this time around. Romari Shepherd 34 from 16. He had 4 fours and 1 6. Matthew Ford turned around after his brilliant bowling and chipped in with 29 from 13 with 2 fours and 2 sixes. Akil Hussein was left not out on 1. So West Indies losing that game there by 3 runs. Bowling for New Zealand, Jacob Duffy 1 for 21 from 4. Kyle Jamieson 1 for 51 from 4. Zachary Folks, he didn't pick up any. He gave away 36 runs from his 2. Bracewell 2 overs, 22 runs. Saudi 3 for 39 from 4. And Mitchell Satner, the captain, he got 3 for 31 from 4. So, not too bad at all, my viewers and subscribers from New Zealand to square the series. So, now you can see a tightly fought game. As I said, our bowlers did pretty well in the first phase of our bowling. It's bat against ball, so at some point we know the batsmen will come and try to see if they can get some. They targeted a few of our bowlers, I said earlier, Romari Shepherd in the middle there when they took him for that 20 odd, and then obviously Jaden Sears with the pace in the back end there going. So it's all square now, my people. We just have to make sure we go and try and win the 3rd game and the 4th one if we want to get this series, because New Zealand, they're a fighting team, my people. So and the next thing, we have to make sure that we take our catches. I keep on saying that we have to make sure we take our catches. Early in the game, I don't remember who the batsman was, but Akeem Ogis put down a dolly. Was being very casual. The ball came, just dropped through his hands. Shea Hope, some would call it a half chance, but I thought that he could have grabbed that one. Seemed to me as if he was thinking to go with one hand, then at the last moment adjusted, went with 2 hands, and that fraction of a second basically made it too late. That one went down. Might be a bit too, maybe I'm being a bit harsh with that one, but that is basically what I'm saying, my people. We definitely need to take our catches, right? And those were quite early in the game. I was in and out of sleep in the last few overs, so I didn't see if we put down any more. So we have to get that right. But big up, my people. Later on we'll talk some more. Just wanted to get this one out, and we are off. Big up.